What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new Division 2 video. In today's video, it is going to be another weapon versus weapon video. And in today's video, we're going to be comparing the CTAR-21 assault rifle alongside with the FAMAS 2010 assault rifle as well. Hopefully, you guys do enjoy the video. If you guys do, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe channel if you guys are new and you guys want to see more Division 2 content. But without further ado, let's get right in the video. Alright guys, so getting right into the video, I do want to quickly say when it comes to the weapon versus weapon videos that I make on this channel, I do try my absolute best when it comes to the two weapons that I'm using for the video that I'm going to be comparing, that I use very similar core attributes for both weapons, as well as I feel like it's always kind of important to have the same talent on both weapons as well. So for those of you guys that are saying sometimes that like the damage is off, or maybe something in terms of one of the two weapons is different, just know that I am trying my best to try to find two weapons that have practically all of the exact same stats, but sometimes it is honestly hard to find two weapons that are pretty much the exact same, but they are completely different weapons as well. So real quick, going over the stats from both of the weapons, we have the FAMAS on the left hand side and the CTAR on the right hand side. We got about a 3.8k base damage difference between the two, 88k for the FAMAS, 84.2k for the CTAR-21. Both of them have the exact same magazine size and RPM as well. Assault rifle damage, you're seeing a 1% difference in the decline for the FAMAS. The health damage is a little bit off, 20% and 11%, and then the only main difference is we have critical hit damage on the FAMAS, and we have the 14 or 11.4% stability on the CTAR. And obviously you can see for the talent, we do both have the same talent for both of the weapons as well. So moving on to the weapon handling for both these weapons, the accuracy is actually better on the FAMAS, which is on the left hand side, by just a little bit. It's probably not something huge that you would really notice in terms of just overall shooting the weapon, but if you guys are huge on having weapons that have a lot more accuracy compared to stability, or maybe some stat on the weapon that you care a lot about, you're probably not going to notice the huge difference when it comes to accuracy as well as stability. The stability is at the end of the day going to be the exact same on both the weapons. If I go up a little bit on here on the weapon, it does have 11% stability, which is why you see the stability on the CTAR practically maxed out as high as you can get it almost. So just keep in mind that this weapon on the right hand side does have stability, which is really the only reason as to why the stability is practically maxed out. And then in terms of reload speed, there's a 0.01% second difference on these two weapons. Not really something that you're going to notice really at all unless you're just that crazy about reload speed. Next, quickly moving on to the damage drop off. I think this might be the closest damage drop off in terms of a weapon comparison that I have ever seen in this game as far as I can remember. There's practically no difference at all. If you look on the left side of the screen for the left weapon, which is the orangish one, and then the gray one, those are the two weapons overlapping each other, and you can pretty much see that there's really no damage drop off with either of these weapons in terms of difference. They're almost identical. You can see that there is just a little bit of overlapping for the gray one, which is going to be the CTAR, which is on the right hand side. But in terms of overall drop off and just damage drop off from a range, you're really not going to see a whole lot different for either of these two weapons. Obviously the CTAR is going to win just a tiny bit at the end of the day, but it's definitely not something you're going to notice in terms of doing a ton more damage compared to one of these two weapons. So you shouldn't have to worry about damage drop off in terms of one of these weapons being better than each other when it comes to these two specific weapons. Also, I thought I'd quickly throw this in the video because I do know there is some really strange and weird weapons in this game that sometimes don't allow you to equip every single mod on the weapon, but in this case both the weapons are fully customizable and you can put every single mod that you want on both of these weapons. So next, moving on to the range, I just wanted to really quickly show you guys the spray patterns or just the recoil patterns with both of these weapons. Also keep in mind that both these weapons do not have any mods on them at all. So first off, we'll be starting with the CTAR-21 and then moving over to the FAMAS. So lastly, I just want to quickly give you guys my personal opinion when it does come to both of these weapons. Now, I'll just quickly come out and say that I actually don't have a specific preference for either of these weapons. And really the main reason as to why I say this is because I have a lot of experience with both of these weapons. At the beginning half of Division 2, it was practically all CTAR for me in terms of PvP or PvE builds in terms of assault rifles. That was primarily the assault rifle that I used for the most part because the FAMAS wasn't really viable back then because of the stupid magazine thing and all that. But in terms of the second half, the FAMAS was kind of the weapon that I was going with. But considering the fact that both of these weapons have practically identical stats other than a little bit of a difference in terms of the total damage output, the rest of the stats, the recoil patterns, are primarily almost identical, which leads me to say that I can confidently say that I would be able to replace any weapon in a build with either of these and get very, very similar results in terms of damage, whether it is PvP or PvE. So at the end of the day, I don't have a personal preference. You guys may, but I do not, just because of the experience I have with both these weapons and how much confidence I guess that I have when it comes to making a build around either of these weapons. Guys, that is going to about do it for the video today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like and a subscribe channel if you guys are new and you guys want more Division 2 content. If you guys have any questions regarding this video or just anything in Division 2 in general, you guys can throw that down in the comment section below. And also, I want to know your guys' opinion when it does come to both these weapons. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to say the FAMAS, but I honestly, at the end of the day, just want to see what your guys' opinions are. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.